We are gathered here today to talk about a certain individual, a certain green crocodile man, and you might know who he is. You might like him, or you might hate him, and he is called Demeech. Yeah, this guy. I don't know when I started watching Demeech's videos, but I've always liked his content, and I guess that's the reason why I subscribed to him. I just liked his videos. He makes some pretty interesting stuff. Funnily enough, he actually commented on one of my videos, so I guess he does know about my YouTube channel. And I did once make a video giving my thoughts on his content, but as he's existed on the YouTube platform, people have had their issues with the guy. People just don't like him. Some people do like him. And well, I've always liked Demeech, and I do think those people that are critical on the guy do have a somewhat reason to be critical on the guy. But also, I do think Demeech has improved a bit. I don't think he's the same guy from 2 years ago. From what I've seen from his recent content, he does somewhat still keep a bit of the energy he had from a few years back, and now he just kinda takes the piss out of himself. He is willing to make fun of himself, and it's just kinda respectable to be honest. And later on, I can show you actual proof of this. So my goal with this video is to show you that Demeech has definitely changed quite a bit, and also give a critical lens on the guy that I've started to have on him. I've noticed that he does fall into a few bad habits, and I want to call these out as a way of helping him out, cause I want to see the best for Demeech. Because one day I do want to see his channel reach to 100k subscribers, because honestly, he kinda deserves it. He's a sorta underrated YouTuber. So with all that being said, what happened to you, Demeech? Why do you feel somewhat, how do I say this? Less mean? If you're not familiar with Demeech, he reviews video games and just talks about video games and does a bunch of other stuff, maybe sometimes reviewing shows or movies. That is the best description of his content that I can give to you. And well, when you look back at his older content, he was kind of a harsh reviewer. I do actually think this guy does have a reason to be harsh to these games, but would I destroy an entire box over it? Probably not. Maybe he did it for comedic effect. I probably still wouldn't have done it nonetheless. And you know, both sides have their rights. Demeech is right, and the other side is right to some extent. I will say his titles and thumbnails are a bit over-exaggerated, even for this year. For example, one that made everybody lose their shit was, "You should be cautious for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Okay, I sorta get that. Any other title for a video like that would have worked better. Something like, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD looks lazy, or Luigi's Mansion 2 HD doesn't look that great, or Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is not worth it. Something that would make far more sense than just, you should be cautious. Really, any other title would have worked for this video. It's the kind of thing I would expect from Around the Clock's videos, not yours, Demeech. You know, over-exaggerated title, over-exaggerated thumbnail to get some clicks on the internet, you know, all that stuff. And yet to this day, I still watch Around the Clock because Game Explain is kinda dead, and they won't cover certain things that channel won't do. I gotta know about that Donkey Kong pre-order bonus that I'm definitely not gonna get. That is just one small issue he suffers from, but even then, it's not the biggest problem with him. Now, this has been something I've been wanting to get off my chest for a while now, and I should have made this video far sooner. His Sonic Superstars review, well, before the review. When watching Demeech's review, I was expecting it to be quite harsh, but actually I was wrong about it. It is fairly fair to the game, and I do agree with the points he gives at hand, but before he did do his review, he made a community post about it, and I'm sorry to say it, Demeech, you kinda came off as a dick. Please never do this ever again. I couldn't find this post, so I guess Demeech deleted it, but even then, I just think he approached it in the wrong way. It's fine to be skeptical of a video game, but maybe sometimes keep some stuff to yourself, man. I feel that he shouldn't have said anything and waited for his review instead. And instantly after that post, he realizes, oh, I guess I was wrong a bit. I guess you're only human. Sometimes you're gonna say something stupid and people won't agree with you on it. Hell, I've said some stupid stuff before that people might not agree on. The post in itself doesn't even really represent this video. He brings up his friend, and I could definitely tell it wasn't Writers DX. I guess he was talking about Reese. I mean, okay, that's your friend's opinion. And maybe you were getting it from his perspective, but you should have just waited. Or maybe sit down and actually play the game for a while. It's okay to have a critical lens on a game, and well, that's really all I got except for one more thing. This.
So you know what I did? I said, screw this, got the English fan translation, and put it on my Miu Mini. And the good news is that Starfy 1 does have an English translation, with translations of 2 and 3 coming. So in terms of playing them, I'm just gonna play the fan translations. Some couch-dwelling Nintendo shills may argue that emulation is bad, or I should just learn Japanese.
For some reason, Demeech has it out for Nintendo shills, and he's not wrong, but I don't think most people are going to be saying this. I understand what he's getting at, but I don't think most people are going to be like, yeah, this is bad. Just seems pretty unnecessary to bring up in an already pretty good video. Just kinda didn't feel necessary. But with all of that, he has shown some growth, and I can prove it to you right now with this video. Here you go.
Stop! I have an announcement to make. Nintendo Switch Sports might have been a dumpster fire, but the fact of the matter is, there are still people who had fun with the game. Sure, if you grew up with Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort and played those games, you might expect better. But that doesn't mean others can't enjoy it. This just proves that fighting is wrong.
Talk about being melodramatic. Fight already, good lord!
Yes, it's the worst Nintendo game ever made. Sure, it released unfinished, and nearly all the sports play like garbage, and how it'll take years to unlock everything, and how you can barely do anything without the online. It's my time to start anew, and maybe change my point of view. Nah, I say let it die!
I think this right here shows a new beginning for Demeech. He's realizing that it's time to change, and I've been seeing it as of this year, so best of luck to you, Demeech. Hopefully one day you will hit 100k on your channel, and that day will be one of prosper, and I don't really know how to end off this video except, Nintendo, hire this man, Nintendo, hire this man. He's making better Nintendo Joy-Cons than you ever will. Demeech has been on a long journey, and that journey is going to continue. So, that is basically all, and I'll see you guys next time, and bye.